there guys, and welcome back to UnJaded Jade. So today's video, this isn't like a tag list or anything, this is just 50 random facts that literally came into my head this morning when I was writing them down. But yeah, I'm gonna try and do it quite rapid fire so that this video is not too long. Also, I'm sporting some plaits today because I plaited it the other day after I came home from volunteering swimming. And let's just say every time I want to put my hair in plaits, I have to fight with it for about half an hour. As I mentioned in last week's video, I've been working on a website, UnJadedJade.com, and there's a blog on there. I've made my website with Squarespace, which is a very easy to use, amazing website, and I'm very happy to say that this video is sponsored by them as well. Do check out my new website. I'm going to be doing a blog post, like a 20 facts about me tag, just to make it a bit different to this one. Okay, so first fact. My middle name is Esme, and I'm actually not sure if it's Esme or Esme. Like, I've never actually known how my parents intended it to be pronounced. I've always loved animals, but I was never allowed to have a pet. And my first pet in the end was a Syrian hamster called Misty, closely followed by 2 rabbits, Rose and Cinnamon. Whenever I felt sad or worried about anything, I would just sit with my rabbits. So this is quite embarrassing, but I used to want a dog so badly that I got my parents' emails, right? And while they were at work, I used to email them during the day, like, oh, I want a dog. And I made posters which I put up all around my room, like protesting that I wanted a dog. I checked the dog breeder's website every single day for 2 years until we finally got Willow, and I got her when I was 13, and it was probably one of the happiest days of my life. I used to think vegans were weird and that it was just too far. And I was like, how can anyone give up cheese? And now here I am and I'm vegan, so yeah. When I was little, I always wanted to be an author, and I wrote so many stories on this massive bulky laptop that I got when I was 8. My favourite story that I wrote was about an Arctic fox cub who lost her mother, who met a husky puppy who was like lost from the sled pack or whatever, and they became friends and went on adventures in the North Pole or wherever they were. One of the proudest moments of my childhood was when I won the borough writing competition. I was in year 5 and I won against all the year 6s. As a child, I wanted nothing to do with yoga, and now here I am doing it every day. I was born on St. Patrick's Day, which was quite significant for my mum at the time as she worked for Guinness. I am therefore Pisces. My mum stopped work when I was born, and she didn't go back to work until I was about 6 or something. She kind of invested her time into doing voluntary work, and I honestly believe it is the time that she spent with me as a child that has kind of made me who I am today. I have never actually had coffee. Herbal tea person all the way. I hate quick mental maths under pressure. I aim to be fluent again in Dutch as I once was as a child. I've never been very sporty, but I actually really do love sport and I love exercise, and I'm very competitive. I think in a way I just never really found my sport, and I never really joined like a competitive team or club. Yeah, so I kind of have some regrets about that, but hey ho, future. My favourite herbal tea at the moment is golden tonic with turmeric in it, or my classic fennel and licorice. I used to go to a weekly acting club and I got to play Galinda in Wicked. I went through a phase of wanting nothing more than to be an actor in movies and on television, and I actually signed up to a website for casting calls. I never went to any auditions, but yeah, I still love acting, and it's one of my things on my bucket list to be at least an extra in something. Despite being productive and working hard, I'm very lazy and very messy. Whenever I want to film a video, I actually have to shove everything off of that desk, shove everything off of my bed to that side, because my room is generally a mess, and if you looked at it right now, you'd see. I have a cousin called Hoop. It terrifies me, but in a weird way, I love public speaking. My brother Volker and I used to be obsessed with making video stars and iMovie trailers, and we literally made like hundreds with our rabbits and with our friends. I think secretly my YouTube career started on my big bulky laptop when I was 8. It had a little webcam, and we used to make little videos and I would just chat to it about life. I love Christmas. I love being in nature, and I think it's probably where I'm happiest. And I also love learning about how plants and animals interact. I rarely lie in, and I never nap because I find it actually makes me feel more tired. Some of my favourite vegan YouTubers include Ellen Fisher, Bonnie Rebecca and Claire Michelle. I still have no idea what job I want to do in the future. I really believe in being nice to everyone, even those who dislike you or are mean to you, because you never really know what's going on in someone's life. Sometimes I wish phones and social media just kind of never happened. My childhood seemed so much more creative and protected without it. I volunteer weekly with disabled children in a swimming club, and I honestly love it. Seeing the children's faces light up each week really does just put everything back into perspective. I love kids. I believe in the power of voluntary work. As work experience for when I wanted to be a vet, I literally spent every single holiday in places like stables, a practice, dog kennels, animal sanctuary, farms. I learned a lot from it, and it also made me more confident in speaking to people I didn't know. I'm stronger than I give myself credit for. My dad is away a lot because of his job. You get used to it, but it's not always fun. I'm a horrific cook, but I try. I feel awful that I physically can't reply to all the messages I get. Folk and I are 3 years apart, and I honestly don't know what I would do without him. I love that little guy so much. I have taught my dog Willow to roll over, to weave through my legs as I walk, to pretend to die if I go bang, to balance treats on her nose, to do high five. Yeah. Love that dog. For Christmas, I'm considering asking for a ring light. I am actually skiing at Christmas with all my Dutch family. We're staying in like a lodge in Austria, I think. And yeah, I can't ski. I haven't been skiing since I was 4. I've only been once in my life. I have not always been this confident. Part of my goal is to help and inspire others who are in the position that I once was in. I believe in the power of positive thinking and the law of attraction. Mindset is everything. I think change is quite scary, and I'm often resistant to it, but I do think that is where growth occurs. I believe that the people you surround yourself with do reflect who you are. Often you may change someone's life, or they come into your life to change yours. I am very grateful to be alive today. I went for a dog walk. It's a good day, bit dreary, but I'm happy to be here. I am very grateful that you found my channel, and I believe that you are here for a reason. So thank you. I'm really not sure that was rapid fire, but you know, I tried. As I said, this video is kindly sponsored by Squarespace, and having tried WordPress for making a website, I can honestly say that Squarespace is so much easier. It is literally almost effortless. You can focus more on the design and the content instead of more of like the boring functionalities background of a website and how it works. You can follow the link in my bio, which is this link, and that will give you 10% discount on anything like a domain. And yeah, check out my website. I'm gonna advertise it more and more as it gets better. I feel like it's still in the early stages, but I have put a lot of work into it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a lovely rest of the day. Bye.